From Peninsula TV Studio in San Carlos, Pacific Bell and the Chronicle present the Bay Area's hottest game show, Peninsula Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Hello, welcome to Quiz Kids and the second game in our quarterfinals. We have here two more teams in the Elite Eight, the two shyest teams in our league. Over here, the quiet, demure Knights of Hillsdale. And the gentle kittens, the Bearcats of San Mateo. And we're going to play a genteel, serious, intellectual game today. And we're going to start with the collaboration round. Well, you folks, you guys have been coming back week after week. I don't need to tell you how to play it, but if there's one new audience member over here, I will tell you. We have a series of questions here. They're each worth 10 points. I will go back and forth from team to team asking the questions. Each team has 10 seconds to collaborate. If you get the answer correct, your captain will tell me and earn 10 points for the team. If you get it wrong, the other team gets 5 seconds to talk it over and get a chance to steal the points, okay? We're going to start over here with Hillsdale with your first question. Good luck to both teams. Here we go. What former Secretary of War and Mississippi Senator was elected President of the Confederate States?
Jefferson Davis.
That would be Jefferson Davis.
That is correct. For 10 points. First Bearcat question. The gods, Hades and Demeter, had a huge argument over Hades' right to marry Demeter's daughter. Who was this girl?
Persephone?
Persephone is correct for 10. He is the winningest coach in NBA history. Name him.
That's not good. Pick somebody random. Phil Jackson?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. San Mateo, can you steal the points?
What? Garrison.
Larry Bird.
No, it's... No, it's Lenny Williams. And it's your turn. This region is bounded by North Africa's Atlas Mountains to the north and the Red Sea to the east. What is it called?
Sahara Desert?
That's right, for 10 points. What is the mathematical name for a donut-shaped three-dimensional figure?
A washer.
No, we're not looking for that word. Can you steal this?
I don't know. Just
A ring?
No, we're looking for a torus.
Ah.
Which means that my brother is a donut-shaped three-dimensional figure. He'll never speak to me again. San Mateo, which state's university system is considering dropping the SAT as a factor in admissions?
California.
California is correct. Makes you feel really good about those 8 times you took the SAT. Yeah. In literature, Hillsdale, what is a caesura?
I hate you, Brad. I don't know.
That's your answer? That's your answer? I'll remember that answer. San Mateo.
Isn't it like a natural break or a pause?
It is a pause, correct. I'm doing a caesura, excuse me. All right, next question. After the American Revolution ended, the British began to send debtors and convicts to what continent in the southern hemisphere?
Australia.
Australia's right. And from there we get Russell Crowe. Isn't that interesting?
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, and Crocodile Dundee. Hillsdale, next question. Located in the Andes Mountains, what is the highest lake in the world by elevation?
Titicaca? Yeah.
All right. Lake Titicaca.
That is correct. My babysitter used to always say that to me, and I would laugh. And then I turned 18, and then, oh no. Theoretically, Stop! Theoretically, uncrackable cryptologic systems are known by this 3-word name. What is it?
Hard ass programs. Firewalls.
Nope.
Programs.
Sorry. You can steal, Hillsdale.
No clue.
No, one-time pad. And it's your turn. She gave Harvard University School of Education $12.5 million to study the role of gender in education. Name this actress, star of Clute and Coming Home.
Clute and Coming Home. Audrey Hepburn.
I'm sorry, that's not right.
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda is right. And we have a math question for you. Using irrational numbers, what is the square root of -49?
7i. 7i.
7i.
7i is correct. Okay, we're looking for another actress here. This triple threat actress started her career playing villainesses in movies, then moved to hits on Broadway in such musicals as Mame and Sweeney Todd. Most recently, she was the star of a long-running mystery series on TV. What is her name?
Angela Lansbury? I think so. That's
Angela Lansbury.
That is correct for 10 points. Name the Russian tennis star who defeated Pete Sampras in last year's U.S. Open.
Try.
Philippussy.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Dan? Can you guys steal this?
All right.
Anna Kournikova.
No, it was Marat Safin. Marat Safin. Shh, listen to what I said. Hillsdale, your turn. Named for its mineral springs, this puppet French regime collaborated with the Germans after 1941.
Vichy.
Vichy.
That is correct for 10 points. The following lines open which well-known play? When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? And in rain, sorry.
Macbeth.
That's right, for 10. Oh, and that sound says it's the end of the round, and we see Hillsdale has 40, San Mateo 80 points. Something's missing on the Hillsdale Knights. I do not know what it is, but there's something wrong here. Dan Lieberman, captain, what is going on?
Oh yeah, that Zach guy who usually stood around
Zach
here.
Bellinger,
Oh,
yes. You've graduated to captain.
Yep.
Where's Zach?
Well, Zach is currently somewhere in Southern California, I believe in Riverside, competing in the mock trial state competitions.
Wow.
Most likely kicking the crap out of every other high school in the state.
Well, we know that the Hillsdale mock trial team is super, and I'm sure he's doing a great job.
They take things seriously. They're on top of things.
Zach, I miss you. I'm sorry you're not here. So how are you guys going to do in his place? You know?
I think we're thinking like failure, miserable failure, something like that. Yeah. All right.
Ken, how can you offset Zach's absence?
How can I offset Zach's absence? Sometimes I've been practicing trying to be Superman.
Superman?
Yeah, Zach has
That's
this,
a big Superman thing.
yeah, big crush on him.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen a letter S or anything on his chest.
That's because he dresses like Lois Lane.
I'm going to move on to Joe Delarmo. Joe, what do you want to say about Zach?
Well, you know, Zach's irreplaceable.
Is he?
I mean, we
agree.
could probably find a freshman who's as smart as Dan, and, you know, Ken, we could just get a trained monkey in his place. But Zach, you can't find another Zach.
You know, your team inspires me. What can I say? And I think we owe all of this. What you see up here is all due to the hard work of Coach Steve Maskell. Yeah. Mr. Maskell, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. San Mateo Bearcats, do you want to talk about Zach? Or?
No, that's okay.
Okay. Justin Erickson. I know how terrifying it must be to come up here and do Quiz Kids.
Yeah.
And so whatever you're doing tomorrow will seem like a piece of cake.
Oh yeah, I'm going skydiving with my Boy Scout troop, Troop 175. We're called the Flying Dutchman, and you know we do halo jumps and like all kinds of stuff.
So are you guys gonna like get in a circle and hold hands?
No, that's a little too flashy for us. We just go straight down.
Could you promise me you'll go straight down really slowly?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. Good for you, and I'm sure your parents are excited and thrilled that you're going skydiving tomorrow. I know.
My dad taught me.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Your dad taught you?
Yeah.
Wow. Is he going with you?
No, he's got some work to do.
Yeah, I bet you do, sir. Bobby Kays.
Yeah.
Bobby, we talked about you as a baseball player last time, but we haven't talked a lot about you as a musician. Anything exciting happening in the world of music?
Well, actually, like 2 weeks ago, I was in this honor band thing for the San Mateo district. It's like all the schools get together and put out like kind of like the best musicians, and I was the like first chair like trumpet player. So it was
First
pretty
chair
exciting.
trumpet. Congratulations. Was it an exciting experience working with all these different musicians you don't normally get to work with?
Yeah, I got to see Dan there too. You know, he was playing violin, so that really
Viola.
inspired me.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
I thought it was cello. I'm so confused.
Some string.
I thought you were taller than 5'2".
Yeah, everything looks like a cello to me. Producer, take off 10 points from Hillsdale. All right. Derek Chow. Yesterday, I understand at San Mateo High School was senior takeover day.
Yes, it was.
And did you take over somebody?
I took over Mr. Connor, who's a badminton coach and math teacher.
And did you do badminton or math during your class?
I did everything, and I gained some more respect for teachers. Did you know some kids just don't listen?
You are kidding me.
I was shocked to find that out too.
Oh my gosh. So, after your first period, how did you manage to cope, you know?
The threat of going to the dean.
Ooh, isn't that fun to do too?
Oh, yes,
it's fun
it
to
is.
sort of throw that out. I'm sending you to the dean, and they all quake in their boots and say, yeah, right. We have two coaches to handle these mighty men, and they are Sarah Iraheta and Jay McKay. And if you will cast your eyes on the striking young woman who is sitting next to the coaches, that was Kathleen Weeks, who was on the team last year. They got to second place. Kathleen is currently at UC Irvine. What, you're the dean now, aren't you, Kathleen? Or no, something like that. I hope you're doing well. We miss you up here. They're doing a great job, though. They managed to do okay without you, but we miss you. And we have one more person, of course, to introduce before we continue play, and that is the man who's standing there clutching the trophy that's supposed to go to a team that wins the big final game, but he doesn't want to give it away because he's such a great judge, Mr. Frank Saboti. All right, we're going to come back for the second round in just a moment, but first let's look at this video about Hillsdale High School.
Hillsdale High School, a national blue ribbon school, is committed to educating its students in an atmosphere of high expectations and mutual respect. Recently honored by Newsweek magazine for high student enrollment in advanced placement courses, Hillsdale has a long tradition of offering a broad mix of rigorous courses in all subject areas. In addition to a challenging academic curriculum, the school supports a variety of award-winning programs. Among these exemplary programs are the mock trial team, the robotics team, the dance program, annual participation in academic competitions, and continued success for our athletic teams. Hillsdale welcomes a diverse mix of staff and students representing a wide variety of ethnic origins and native languages. Students experience this cultural diversity and gain a richer educational experience while preparing them for the world beyond high school.
All right, it's time for the face-off round. Ken is Hillsdale's resident expert in geography. You're a very grounded gentleman, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Bobby, sports expert for San Mateo High.
Yeah.
Do you want to say thank you to the San Francisco Chronicle for supplying all the sports and current event questions we ask on this show?
I guess. Thanks a lot, guys.
That was really good of you. Yeah, and I thank them too. All right, I'm going to ask you a series of 10-point questions in your category. If you get the right answer, you get 10 points. If you don't get the right answer, well, we'll move on and we'll keep playing back and forth until the round is over. Good luck to both of you gentlemen. Show off your knowledge for us now. First geography question, Ken. Helena is a fairly small city. It might be Helena too. But it is the capital of what U.S. state?
Montana.
Montana is right. Is it Helena? Helena? Montana, we say.
Yeah.
Okay. First sports question, Bobby. The NFL's Hart Trophy is given for which annual award?
Is that the MVP?
That is right, the MVP for 10. The South American river is almost 3,900 miles long. What is it called?
Amazon.
That's right, for 10. Name the former women's tennis star who won an amazing 74 straight matches.
Is that Navratilova?
That is right, Martina. Asheville, Chapel Hill, Durham, Greensboro, and Raleigh are all cities in what state?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Name the Miami Heat center who sat out of almost all the 2000-2001 season due to a kidney disorder.
That's Alonzo Mourning.
That is correct for 10. The Nile River begins its journey from what largest lake in Africa?
Lake Victoria.
That's correct. Name the Minnesota Vikings kicker who holds the NFL all-time scoring record.
Gary Anderson.
That's correct for 10. What island off the coast of Tuscany was the home of Napoleon during his first exile?
Elba.
Elba is correct. Name the National League team that had the best regular season record in baseball last season.
That was the Giants.
That was the Giants. You two are really experts in your field. And I'm going to tell you the score. Hillsdale has 90 and San Mateo 130. Congratulations, gentlemen. Stay right here. We're going to shake it up next round with double score points. But first, let's watch this video about San Mateo High.
Located 20 miles south of San Francisco, San Mateo High School has established itself as one of the Bay Area's most well-rounded high schools. Home to the Bearcats, San Mateo prides itself on its diverse student body and community involvement. Students continue to excel in their reputable performing arts program. CCS caliber athletic teams. Leisurely and competitive musical organizations. For the past several years, the 1,400 students have united to participate in what has become the most successful canned food drive in the world, as stated in the Guinness Book of World Records. The annual drive, in collaboration with the Samaritan House, lasts 2 weeks in December and provides food for over 8,000 needy families in San Mateo County. This winter, the students exceeded last year's total and collected over 270,000 pounds of food. The canned food drive is only one example of the school spirit and continued community interaction actively fostered in the great San Mateo High School family, an institution serving as a reflection of aspiring youth in America.
All right, let's wrap things up here with the lightning round. You know, both you teams are so wonderful. I enjoy playing with you both. I hate to think that one will win and one will not. I think you guys should make a pact that if either team wins the trip to England, that either one will take me. All right. I have a series of 20-point questions here, And I'm going to ask them, and you're going to put your hands on the buzzers, and the first person who gets the buzz in will get the first chance to answer the question. If you get it right, you earn 20 points. If not, the other team will get 5 seconds to collaborate, and their captain will present me with their answer. If a person buzzes in before I have finished answering the question, I'm going to stop right there, and if they get it wrong, please let me finish the question before the other team starts to collaborate, okay? We'll play until we're done, and I wish both teams lots of luck. Here's the first question. The 2004 Summer Olympics will be held, yes, Ken?
Greece.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Okay, I will take that, 20 points. When Washington was elected president, who received the second most votes and became vice president? Yes, Ken?
Adams.
John Adams is correct for 20 points. What Colombian author won the 1982 Nobel Prize in Literature for 100 Years of Solitude? Yes, Justin?
Fidel Castro?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can collaborate.
Name any authors? Octavio Paz. Octavio Paz?
No, I'm sorry, it was Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Fidel Castro. Next question. What is the better known name for leukocytes? Yes, Justin?
White blood cells?
That's right, for 20 points. What low mountains in South Dakota, sacred to the Sioux, includes, yes, Dan?
The Black Hills.
Lost my heart in the Black Hills. Black Hills of... Next question. For a triangle, the perpendicular bisectors of the three sides meet at what point, which is the center of the circumscribed Bobby?
The midpoint?
No, I'm sorry.
You finished your question?
I'm sorry, yes, you want to hear the rest. For a triangle, the perpendicular bisectors of the three sides meet at what point, which is the center of the circumscribed circle?
The vertex?
We're looking for the circumcenter. Italian lawmaker Alessandra Mussolini is a granddaughter of Benito... Bobby?
Italy.
Yeah. Italian lawmaker Alessandra Mussolini is a granddaughter of Benito Mussolini and a niece of which famous actress?
Sophia Loren.
Why not? Sure.
Sophia Loren.
It was either that or Gina Lollobrigida, and it's Sophia Loren for 20. Last year's Oscars were marked by controversy when this director was given a Lifetime Achievement Award despite having named, yes, Dan?
Elia Kazan.
That is right, for 20. Which war caused Germany to lose all its African colonies? Yes, Dan?
World War I?
That's right, for 20. The Modern Prometheus is the subtitle for what classic horror story by Mary Shelley? Yes, Justin?
Frankenstein.
That's right, Frankenstein. What does the acronym LASER stand for? Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. I can't believe you didn't know that. Oh my God. Okay, in 2000, the state of Alabama voted to end a ban on which type of marriage? Yes, Derek?
Interracial?
That's correct, for 20. Name the former Chicago Bears linebacker who is the coach of Chicago's XFL. Yes, Bobby?
Dick Butkus?
That's correct, for 20. Moments after winning the 1968 Democratic primary in California, what presidential candidate? Yes, Dan?
Robert Kennedy.
That's right. Oh, Greek mythology again. Demeter, once more, was forced to strike a bargain with her brother Hades and let her daughter spend 6 months of every year in the underworld because Persephone had eaten one thing.
Pomegranate.
Yes, it was a pomegranate. Who is best associated with this statement? Entropy equals K times the log of omega. Yes, Justin?
Albert Einstein.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Newton?
No, Boltzmann. We'll continue. North of Cape Horn, this South American waterway, which is named after, yes, Bobby?
Strait of Magellan?
That's correct, Strait of Magellan. What name is given to 3 or more points which all lie on the same line? Yes, Bobby?
A plane?
No, I'm sorry. Collaborate and see if you can steal it.
What? Collinear. Collinear?
Collinear is correct for 20 points. He said, I think, therefore I am. Yes, Dan.
Rain Descartes.
Oh, yes, but boy, you mangled that pronunciation. You should have said René Descartes. René Descartes. Okay, I'm moving on. This tallest mountain in South America. Yes, Dan.
Kongwa?
Okay. This tallest mountain in South America stands at 22,835 feet. What is its name?
Mambanga.
No, it's Aconcagua. I know, but I have to be exact here. What high-level computer language is widely used for scientific, engineering, or mathematical purposes? Yes, Joe.
C++?
No, I'm sorry.
Binary.
No, we're looking for Fortran. Whose son did President Bush appoint to head the... Yes, Justin.
Babe Ruth.
No, I'm sorry. No. Whose son did President Bush appoint to head the FCC? You can talk it over amongst yourselves. Dan?
Ronald Reagan's.
Colin Powell. This Boston Red Sox pitcher had an earned run average of 1.7. Yes, Ken.
Pedro Martinez.
That is correct for 20. Yes, Bobby, did you want to say you knew that too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. After leading the defeat of invading tribes to the east of Rome, this 5th century hero returned from battle.
Cincinnatus.
That is right! That is wrong! That is wrong. That is wrong, correct? That is wrong, Judge? He said Cincinnatus. It's all right? Okay.
Okay, yeah, we need a time.
According to a 1978 survey, the average American home has 4 Bibles. Which version of the Bible has dominated? Yes. Say again?
King James.
That's right. These bodies revolve around the sun between Mars and Jupiter. Yes, Joe.
Asteroids.
Say again?
Asteroid.
That's right for 20. We're all going to London. What large but sparsely populated nation lies between China and Russia?
Mongolia.
That's right, Justin. Let me look. Oh my gosh! It's a tie. I just want you to know that the last time you two met, which was in our semifinal, quarter round finals, or semifinals, it was a sudden death match. You know? So we're going to do this again. I'm going to ask a question. Get your hands on your buzzers. Ready? How many successive terms can a United States president serve? Yes, Dan.
2.
That's right. You win. Whoa! Wow, Bearcats, you guys were tremendous. You played so well in every round, and today especially, I congratulate you on wonderful getting this far. Hillsdale, we'll see you guys at the semifinal. And I need a week to rest up, and I hope you'll come back when I'm refreshed and watch the next game of Quiz Kids. Till then, bye-bye.
Our special thanks to the Chronicle staff for developing the questions for sports at current events. This year's champions will be winging their way to London for an all-expenses-paid 9-day adventure to some of the world's most historic sites, courtesy of ACIS. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids wish to thank the following: The Chronicle, Pacific Bell, Molly Stones, Target, Jamba Juice, Century Theaters, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS Ronald Bland, Samtrans, and the San Mateo County Office of Education.